Hello and welcome to Together with Miss Anna, a podcast of conversations with kids. I am Miss Anna. Today's guest is my friend Ariana, a 7-year-old digital artist, and I am so thrilled to have her on the pod and for you to hear a little bit of her wonderful personality and her profound wisdom. I cannot wait to share this episode with you. Welcome to the very first episode of Together with Miss Anna. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm very excited for my first podcast guest, my friend Ariana. Hello, Ariana.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
I'm so glad. We met back in November of last year, 2022. I know you, but people listening may not know who you are. So can you tell everyone a little bit about yourself?
My name's Ariana, and I'm a 7-year-old girl. And my NFT name is KidyKats, and I'm a digital artist, and I draw NFTs.
Amazing. Okay, you draw NFTs. People may not have any idea what that means. Can you explain a little bit about NFTs and what it is you do?
It's like digital art, and you could send it on the blockchain, and they collect NFTs.
So what you do specifically, your NFTs are digital art, and people can buy them, and they do that through the blockchain, and those NFTs are stored on the blockchain, right? Which is really, really cool. And you're one of very few kids actually doing this, which is really awesome. What do you love to create most? What's your artwork mostly about?
Cats.
Kitty cats. Now, there was something that I learned back in November when we met that I didn't know. You spell your artist name Kidy, cats. So why do you spell it like that?
Because I'm a kid and I love drawing cats. So KIDYKATS.
So clever. I remember I wasn't sure why you spelled it that way. I had seen your name before, and then when we met, you told me that, and I was like, that is so brilliant. That's so smart. What a cool, clever name. I love it. Can you tell everyone a fun fact about yourself?
Okay, so my dream when I grow up, I would like to be a singer and still be an NFT artist.
Okay, you want to be a singer. Let's get into that, because my whole life, that's what I wanted to do. I mean, I was going to be a singer. I decided not to later on, but do you perform on stages and stuff a lot?
Well, yeah, but I don't sing on stages.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you ever?
No.
Is that something that you feel like you're ready to do though at 7 years old?
I'm not sure.
I started singing on stages when I was 5, mostly in church, and I just never looked back from there. I've been singing on stages for a long time, and it can be kind of scary and a little intimidating, right? But I've seen you on stages before when you were speaking, like at the conference where we met. Does that feel scary or intimidating?
Sometimes I get a little nervous, but not that I know of.
When you get nervous, is there something you do to calm yourself down, or do you just kind of push through it?
I kind of push through it, and when I'm at conferences, I look at different booths, and I get candy, and whenever I go on stage, I eat it to be active.
So you let the sugar just fuel you. Honestly, that's really smart. If you're too hyper, you don't have time to be nervous, you just are really hyper. Now, I've seen you speak at one conference, which is really impressive. And when you were speaking, you said something that I don't think I'll ever forget in my whole life. It was a very wise and smart thing to say. You said something like, everyone has art inside of them.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Can you say a little bit more about that? What do you mean by that?
Anyone could do anything. You could do you could be a builder, you could be an NFT artist. What I was talking about there, I was saying you could draw great, and when I spoke that, I came up with that.
It just came to you right on the spot.
Yeah.
I ended up talking to a lot of it was mostly adults at the conference, and I ended up talking to several of them, and they were all so impressed by that statement. That was a really cool thing to encourage people with, because it's really easy to maybe compare your art to somebody else's art and you feel like you're not as good, and so I think to encourage everyone to say everyone has something in them that is great that they can put out into the world. Like you said, even if it's not drawing art, but maybe it's a way that they build things, or the way that, even just the way that they think, that might be slightly different than anybody else. Like all of that is so important to put out into the world. And I think that the work that you do, your art, is so like clever and cool and colorful and playful. And I think that's so important to put out into the world. Now, haven't you done some charity stuff with your art as well?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
I have a baby kitty collection. Okay, first I was going out to meetings and we went there and me and my mom had to wonder what collection we were gonna do. I started doing these babies with curly hair, like kind of like a self-portrait. And I said, what if I could do kind of like my normal kitties, but like babies?
I love that idea. So you're doing these baby kitty NFTs. They're NFTs, right?
Yeah.
And where is some of the money going?
A place called Furry Friends that they saved my cat. So we want to give them some donations.
That's so nice. So you're giving back to the place that helped your cat when your cat was sick or hurt.
Yeah.
That must have been tough to see. I know you love cats in general, but obviously you love yours the most. I imagine it was sort of scary to see your cat sick and not doing really well. Tell us a little bit about how you were feeling in all of that.
Really sad. I even made pictures for him and I really felt really sad. And I thought he was gonna die.
That's really sad. I mean, pets are part of our family. And so to lose part of your family is really hard.
Yeah.
That would be really sad. I would be really sad. My cat got hurt like a few months ago, fell off of our porch out here on the second story, and he hurt his paw really, really bad. And I was so scared and I was crying and I was so sad because I felt like I couldn't help him. And of course, we did end up getting him some help and he's totally okay now. But know that feeling. I was really sad and scary. So I'm sorry that happened.
My cat climbs on top of the burning hot roof.
And that's why you had to take him to Furry Friends?
No. He ate something big because he eats all our rats and snakes and bunnies.
Oh no. Bunnies?
Yeah.
What color is your cat?
Black and brown.
Black and brown. Mine's like a dark gray and light gray, kind of striped, like tabby cat. Now, you have a lot of pets though, right? Like you have a lot of animals around you.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
We have 28 chickens.
28 chickens?
Yeah. 2 fish. And in future, we're gonna have a horse.
Okay.
I hope.
Is that an actual plan, or you are going to manifest that? You're going to make that happen by dreaming?
I'm gonna make that happen.
Yeah, I love it. Now, I have another question. Most of your art is cats, and obviously that's your artist name. So it's important that you keep making cats. That's cool. If you were to create some other kind of collection, some other kind of art, do you have ideas about what you would want to do in the future?
I was thinking like making like these like cute little girls.
Yeah, there are several collections like that. So that would make total sense. That's cool.
Yeah, and I really like drawing
Backgrounds?
Yes.
For those listening who may not know what we're talking about and how you draw, this is all digital art, like you said earlier.
Yeah.
So what tools are you using? How are you making that stuff?
So I have an app called Procreate and I draw on there and I just find different brushes on there and I make cool backgrounds, and a lot of times I use the color black to make the outlines.
I do that too. I do a lot of black outlines. So you have an iPad, and on that iPad, you have an app called Procreate that you're using to draw, and you're using an Apple Pencil to draw on the iPad. So If you're using all these different brushes, do you have a favorite or a top 3 brushes that you use?
I forgot the name, but I know what section it's in.
What's the effect that it makes? Like, what does it do?
Like kind of like a space background. Yeah.
Kind of like watercolor, but it's light instead of watercolor.
Yeah, and it has a few other colors in it.
That's cool. So to wrap up, I want to ask you if you have any like thoughts or words of wisdom that you would share with other kids or people in general that might encourage them.
Doesn't matter what your dream is. Like mine is to be a singer and an NFT artist. You don't have to be an artist, or you don't have to do a job that just provides you a lot of money. Well, some people do that, but it comes from your heart. And I just hope you have big dreams and dream big. So yeah.
That's so good. Doing the things that are in your heart to do is the whole point. I think that's the whole
Yeah.
reason we're here, you know, is to do the things that we feel are ours to do, that are in our heart. I think that's great. Ariana, I'm really
Yeah.
grateful that you've been here today with me. So the first guest on the podcast. Where can people find you online?
So they could find me on OpenSea and Instagram.
And if there are any kids on Zigazoo, how might they find you on Zigazoo? What's your name on Zigazoo?
KidyKats Clubhouse.
KidyKats Clubhouse. That's important. So KidyKats is spelled KidyKats. KidyKats Clubhouse on Zigazoo. If you don't know about Zigazoo, look it up. It's a great platform. Ariana,
Yeah.
you are amazing, my friend.
Yay!
Thanks for being here. Thank you, everyone, for listening, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye.